I already own a home. How can I leverage it to build wealth?
Yeah.
I think you were leading to that.
Yeah, absolutely, right? So, besides your paycheck that you get on the day, if you're still a W-2 employee, your paycheck is your biggest wealth building tool. If you're an entrepreneur, you have your assets, which could be your business volume, your profit, your net profit after expenses. You can invest and grow with that. But for the individual who has a primary home now, right, and you've been making payments for years, right, and you're in a good equity position, right? We've seen equity just kind of matriculate in such a great way, especially in South Florida. You can use that money, right? You can do a cash out refinance, right? You can refinance the term, you can pull out some of that equity, and then you can use it and become a driver. Have a plan with that, right? You don't want to have all that money sitting in your pocket and you don't know what to do with it, and then you end up just doing frivolous things and not being a good manager over your money. However, if you could do a cash out refinance, if you could do a HELOC, if you can even look at a home equity line of credit, you're putting yourself in a driver position. But have one thing in mind, which is an investor mindset, which is, hey, how is this money going to give me dividends once I use it? So I would say utilize kind of those intermediaries and find ways of how can I have that make more money for me.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I think just thinking about the kingdom, it's territory, right? You're asking God, the Jabez prayer, to increase my territory. And I think people don't realize when you're in the kingdom, you really don't own anything. Everything is owned by the kingdom. So when you're asking God to increase your territory, you're asking God to give you more responsibility. And like he said, if you're not a great manager, God is not going to give it to you. So I think you do that self-examination. Am I managing what I have right now? So how do I manage my paycheck? How do I manage, my income that I get right now with the business? Are you managing what you have right now? And I think that's a great way to be able to leverage. You can't leverage anything you're not managing properly. So.